Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Saraswati Deve, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirviketa Punyavadi, Vatsayate Chakarine, Namaste Saraswati Deve, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirviketa Punyavadi, Vatsayate Chakarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhattacharya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
And Madhvi about the significance of Magara Sankranti. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Aishwarya Mataji. So Makara Sankranti, which falls on the Krishna Paksha of Magha Masa, is considered a very auspicious day and marks the entering of the sun into Makara Rashi. It is also marks the beginning of the auspicious 6 months period of Uttarayan. At the battlefield of Kurukshetra, when Bhishmadev was lying on a bed of arrow and was about to leave his body, at that time he was waiting for the sun to enter into Uttarayan, as it is considered to be an auspicious time. Therefore, it may be understood that he left his body on this auspicious day of Makara Sankranti. While beholding the beautiful face of Lord Krishna in the holy place of Kurukshetra, which is also known as Dharmakshetra, while leaving the body, he offers beautiful prayers to Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. The beautiful prayer is called Bhishma Stuti. We are going to recite Bhishma Stuti now from Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto. After this, His Grace Namanishta Prabhu, he will explain about this the pastimes of Bhishma Dev, Bhishma Pitamaha. So passing away of Bhishma Dev in the presence of Lord Krishna is called Bhishma Stuti. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurvunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Yiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhatta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Shri Bhishma Uvacha. Iti matirupakallpita vitrishna Bhagavati Satvata Pungavi Vibhumni Swasukhamupagati Kvachid Vihartum Praktimupeyushiyad Bhava Pravaha. Bhishma Deva said, "Let me now invest my thinking, feeling, and willing, which were so long engaged in different subjects and occupational duties, in the all-powerful Lord Sri Krishna. He is always self-satisfied, but sometimes, being the leader of the devotees, he enjoys transcendental pleasure by descending to the material world, although from him only the material world is created." Tribhuvanakamanam tamaalavarnam ravikaragauravrambaram dadhani vapuralakakulavratananabjam vijayasakheratirastu me navadya. Sri Krishna is the intimate friend of Arjuna. He has appeared on this earth in his transcendental body, which resembles the bluish color of Tamala tree. His body attracts everyone in the three planetary systems, upper, middle, and lower. May his glittering yellow dress and his lotus face, covered with paintings of sandalwood pulp, be the object of my attraction, and may I not desire fruitive results. Yudhituragarajo vidhumra vishvat kachalulitashramavaaryalam kritasye mama nishita sharir vibhidyamana tvachivilasat kavachistu krishnatma. On the battlefield where Sri Krishna attended Arjuna out of friendship, the flowing hair of Lord Krishna turned ashen due to the dust raised by the hoofs of the horses. And because of his labor, beads of sweat wetted his face. All these decorations, intensified by the wounds dealt by my sharp arrows, were enjoyed by him. Let my mind thus go unto Sri Krishna. Sapadi sakhi vacho nishamya madhye nijaparayor balayoratham niveshya stitavati parasainikayurakshna ratavati partha sakirati mamastu. In obedience to the command of his friend, Lord Sri Krishna entered the arena of the battlefield of Kurukshetra between the soldiers of Arjuna and Duryodhana, and while there he shortened the lifespans of the opposite party by his merciful glance. This was done simply by his looking at the enemy. Let my mind be fixed upon that Krishna. व्यवहितप्रतनामुखं निरीक्ष्य स्वजनवधाद् विमुखस्य दोषबुद्ध्या कुमतिमहरदात्मविद्यया चरणरति परमास्यता शमेस्तु. When Arjuna was seemingly polluted by ignorance upon observing the soldiers and commanders before him on the battlefield, the Lord eradicated his ignorance by delivering transcendental knowledge. May his lotus feet always remain the object of my attraction. Swanigamamaphayamatpratijñam रथमधिकर्तुमवाप्लुतो रथस्था धृतरथचरणोभ्यया चलाद्गुर् हरिरिवहन्तुमिभां गतो तरीया. Fulfilling my oath and sacrificing his own promise, he got down from the chariot, took up its wheel, and ran towards me hurriedly, just as a lion goes to kill an elephant. He even dropped his outer garment on the way. Shita-vishikahatu vishirnadhamsha क्षतजपरिप्लुत आतता इनो मे प्रसभमभिससा रमद्वधार्तं सभवतु मे भगवान् गतिर्मुकुन्दा. May he, Lord Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who awards salvation, be my ultimate destination. On the battlefield, he charged me as if angry because of the wounds dealt by my sharp arrows. His shield was scattered and his body was smeared with blood due to the wounds. Vijaya kutumba attatotre धृतहयरश्मिनिताश्रिये क्षणीये भगवती रतिरा स्तुमे मुमूर्षो यं हि निरीक्षः हतागता sarupa. At the moment of death, let my ultimate attraction be to Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. I concentrate my mind upon the chariot driver of Arjuna, who stood with a whip in his right hand and a bridle rope in his left, who was very careful to give protection to Arjuna's chariot by all means. Those who saw him on the battlefield of Kurukshetra attained their original forms after death. ललितगति विलासवल्गुहासा प्रणय निरीक्षण कल्पितो रुमाना कृतमनुकृतवत्य उन्मदान्धा प्रकृतिमगन् किल यस्य गो भवद्वा. Let my mind be fixed upon Lord Sri Krishna, whose motions and smiles of love attracted the damsels of Rajadhama, the gopis. The damsels imitated the characteristic movement of the Lord after his disappearance from the Rasa dance. Munigana nrupavarya sankulentha sadasi yudhishthira rajasu yaesha arhanamapa upapedai kshaniyo mama drishi gochara isha viratma. At the Rajasuya Yajna sacrifice performed by Maharaja Yudhishthira, there was the greatest assembly of all the elite men of the world, the royal and learned orders, and in that great assembly, Lord Sri Krishna was worshipped by one and all as the most exalted personality of Godhead. This happened during my presence, and I remember the incident in order to keep my mind upon the Lord. तमिमहमजमं शरीरभाजं हृदि हृदि दीष्टितमात्मकल्पितानां प्रतिदृशमिव नैकधार्कमेकं समधिगतोऽस्मि विधूतभेदमोहा समधिगतोऽस्मि विधूतभेदमोहा समधिगतोऽस्मि विधूतभेदमोहा. Now I can meditate with full concentration upon that one Lord, Sri Krishna, now present before me, because now I have transcended the misconception of duality in regard to his presence in everyone's heart, even in the hearts of the mental speculators. He is in everyone's heart. The sun may be perceived differently, but the sun is one. Thus, Bhishmadeva merged himself in the super soul, Lord Sri Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead, with his mind, speech, sight, and actions, and thus he became silent and his breathing stopped. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Over to His Grace Namanishta Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Where am I? Oh, I'm already spotlighting. Oh, okay. Hare Krishna, everybody. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pishraya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvisheshaya Shunivadi Pashati Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasati Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So it was very nice today to see so many activities done by the children through the day, chanting of shlokas and then enacting different pastimes. So in this way, some memory comes of Krishna, something they're able to think about Krishna, which is so nice. At that young age, heart is so soft to absorb everything. And they chant Krishna's name, they chant Krishna shlokas. This thing is not going to go with. It's going to be a proper. Used to say, even though may not be done consciously, but it's always a credit into their account. And the soft heart children have, that goes part of them. So today is also Makar Sankranti and something I have to speak. So I'll make a small presentation. This just taking out the main points. Mataji has already read the verses and read the meaning also. So Bhishma saw this scene and coming in the battlefield, he was on the opposite side. Arjuna could not see the beauty of Krishna properly because he was behind and Bhishma was in the front and he was watching the beautiful scene. And what are the first thing he needs? What you can see from this, Krishna has become a leader of Arjuna. Krishna is ready to become anybody's leader, provided we become devotee, provided we become pure. Then Krishna will direct us. So this should be the first thing in our mind, that Krishna is ready to direct us. When he's ready to direct us, when he becomes his devotee. If we do not become his devotee, then if we do not become pure, then Krishna will not lead our life. Every moment of the battlefield, Krishna is telling Arjuna, do this, don't do that. We also want, if Krishna can every minute tell me, this is right or wrong, become pure. Becomes the whole life is of purification, so that Krishna can speak. Like you're standing in fish market or some market and then somebody is calling you, you cannot hear the phone call. The same way, if a mind is crowded by so many material desires, we cannot hear the guidance of Krishna. But Krishna is willing to be our leader, provided we obey him, provided we are pure. Otherwise, he becomes silent. He does not speak. Or he speaks only when we are ready to take his instructions. And this is what Bhishma saw, Krishna leading the chariot of Arjuna. He is a friend of Arjuna. He calls him Vijaya Sakhe. Krishna is devotees are very happy to refer to Krishna. And even Krishna likes that, to be referred to as connected to his devotees. Yashoda Nandana, Nanda Nandana, and Vijaya Sakhe, the friend of Arjuna. And then he is noticing that Krishna protected, constantly Krishna is protecting Arjuna. He is noticing Bhishma. That look at this. He's not leaving him. He used to throw some heavy arrows at the chariot, but Krishna will not leave Arjuna and go away. He used to make the situation very dangerous. No way, Krishna is not going to leave his dear friend. He's just watching Krishna's love. The same way, we may do so many funny things, life after life. Krishna sits in our heart with so much love. This is Krishna sitting in the heart. So Lord become pleased by executing the order of the devotee. Okay? And Arjuna is ordering Krishna, take my chariot there, do this. Imagine, this is God, but he's taking so much happiness and pleasure in executing the order of his devotee. Actually, Krishna is ordering everybody and everybody obeys Krishna. But Krishna takes great pleasure in obeying the order of his devotee. That is the sweet pastimes here. And here, look, Krishna is instructing. He says, I saw him. Krishna was instructing Arjuna. I took great pleasure in seeing the beautiful scene. And this was his guide. So this is appreciated. When we appreciate Krishna's mercy to his devotees, we get the same mercy. By criticizing people, you gain nothing. But you appreciate Krishna is so merciful to him that he guided him some spiritual knowledge. We also get the same mercy. You meditate on anybody's good quality, you meditate on Krishna's mercy to him, you also get the same mercy. And Krishna constantly protected Arjuna. And finally, remember the scene when Krishna was watching the scene that Bhishma overpowered Arjuna and was about to kill Arjuna. Krishna immediately jumped from the chariot. He had given a promise. What promise he had given? He is not going to lift a weapon. But Krishna threw his promise aside. He became known as the protector of his devotees. Bhakta Vatsala. Then simply some moralist. Krishna wants to be known as protector of his devotees. So he ran to Bhishma. What? You trying to kill my devotee? What? And Krishna ran towards him. And Bhishma knew who is Krishna. He kept his weapons aside. Krishna, you want to kill me? Here I am. So that's a very beautiful scene. And finally, Bhishma is appreciating Lord Krishna came in front of him. Even though I was so unjust to him, I threw so many arrows at Krishna. Krishna is so loving, so nice. He has come to me at the point of my death. So I can offer my praise to him. He was actually a very, very great devotee of Krishna. Somehow, by different arrangements of the Lord, he was on the opposite side. That is Lord's confidential Leela. And he offers beautiful prayers like this. He tells the Pandava, this personality we are seeing here is the Supreme Narayana. Don't think he's one of your friend only. You may making mistake like that. And even though he's lying on a deathbed, see, Veda Vyasa has come to hear him. He's a great personality. Narada has come. All great sages, all the great Devarshis, Rajarshis, all rishis have come to hear and see how is he passing his last few days. So this is very auspicious on this day, of which a day we have of Makar Sankranti, to read about. Very nice, Mataji, thank you very much. Very sweet to hear Vishnu Suti, hear the meaning and understand the import. Also the day, this day, what has happened is actually Ganga has come down. And there's also the day Lord Chaitanya took sannyas. Apart from this, there are so many things we can think of. But my focus is that was today Bhishma Suti. So these are all great devotees. When you get time, open the first canto of Bhagavatam, read the 9th chapter. Read the whole Bhishma Suti, comes toward the end of the chapter. And Bhishma, after this, became absorbed in Krishna and went to serve in Krishna Leela. Externally, it is said that he became merged, but devotee never merges. He goes to participate in Krishna Leela to serve Krishna eternally. So this is a beautiful pastime of Bhishma. So what do we get from this lesson? Take home lesson. Number 1, you see how nicely Krishna becomes a leader. So you want Krishna to become your leader? Yes. How you become Krishna should become leader? You should sincerely follow Krishna, become pure. Then Krishna will guide you. Okay? And Krishna takes so much pleasure in taking orders from his devotees. So sweetness of Krishna. He loves to take orders. Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj order Krishna, he will take. Does God take anybody orders? Yes, Krishna takes. He enjoys taking order from his devotees. And Vishnu is watching the beautiful scene. He says Arjuna was behind him. He could not see the real beauty of Krishna. I enjoyed better than him because I was in the front. So this is another beauty. Then Bhishma is enjoying how Krishna so mercifully guided Arjuna. So if you meditate on this, Krishna will guide you also. Okay? And then he's saying how he broke his own promise just to protect his devotee. I saw that. And he came to me, but I threw my weapon. My Lord, come. If you want to kill me, here I am, your devotee. And most important, Prabhupada says, we should learn to die like Bhishma. We should learn to die like Bhishma. Bhishma teaches us how to die. At the time of death, we should think about Krishna. Prabhupada says in one lecture, Bhishma is so great. He's so great. He's so great that Krishna came in front of him at the moment of his death. Not ordinary mercy. Krishna personally coming, standing in front of you at the point of death is a mercy only for very great devotees. Okay, so I thank you all very much. I also have a small presentation to make for all of you. This is in regard, because many of you are new to this course and many of you are not aware also. I think most of you are not aware that actually we have a very big thing coming up now, and that is our huge temple is coming up. You can, to the children, so you can inform your parents. And I think because children are acting, so parents will be there. So the chanting of shloka, which they did in the morning, it is very auspicious. I have some Gita Mahatmya for that. And we have around the world, ISKCON has built beautiful temples. This is in America. We have built beautiful temples in England, in Russia, in South Africa. You cannot have any part of the world ISKCON doesn't have temples. There's a world headquarters being constructed now. And there's a beautiful deity there, Radha Madhar. And
Mataji, the slide has not come yet.
It's there.
We can see, Prabhu, we can see. It's clear.
Now it has come. Yeah.
Okay, so Vrindavan, we have a very beautiful temple. And also in Juhu, this is our head, Bombay, beautiful temple. Chennai, we recently built. Tirupati, we have beautiful temple. This is in Ujjain, holy places also. And this is in Pune. This is in Delhi. And Delhi, we have now 12 temples. This is another one, Noida. So we didn't know what to do. Radha Govinda, what is their plan? We have to give them a place to stay. We are serving them for the last 15 years. So by Krishna's arrangement, we got a land. And this is a miracle that happened just during the course of picking up. Krishna manifested a land for us. And this beautiful piece of land has come to us now. So this is a beautiful piece of land, roughly 1.5 acres. So we are planning to build a beautiful temple here, a big temple of Shri Shri Radha Govinda. So we have also inaugurated Sevas, and this will you will get on the mail on your WhatsApp groups. Different kind of Sevas are there, square feet or offering even a brick, or so many bigger Sevas are available. So this we will communicate to you. And different schemes, being membership, ISKCON membership, or so many things are there. Okay, so right in from the small amounts, even to starting 500 rupees to big amount, people are participating. So this is an opportunity to be part of a big temple. Hare Krishna. So thank you all for your time. And I think I don't become an interruption in the big festival which is going on. And all children's I see so nicely decorated, very pleasing. In fact, here and there we are also watching this, and I hope all of you are enjoying this wonderful festival. Thank you all, Shoma Mataji, Ashura Mataji, and all children teachers for organizing this. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hare
Krishna,
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Aishwarya Mataji. You can continue with the program, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Kritika. Hare Krishna. Kritika, unmute.
Yes, Naveen.